All right, for my next project, I want to build a little console stand so I can hook up this Thrustmaster steering wheel, the pedals, and the TV on top, and have it in a place where it can be kind of tucked away up against the wall. So here's the plans I sketched up for it. So again, just kind of a rectangular box. This is a front view. The pedals are going to sit in the bottom. I'm going to have a little sliding piece of wood, not sliding in and out, but just goes in and stays where the wheel goes, and the TV on top. Here's a side view. It's just going to be deep enough to keep the pedals in there, and I'm going to have kind of a wider or longer base so it doesn't tip over. And then this will be the thing that slides in where the steering wheel mounts. I'm going to make it to where you can pull this out and kind of tuck it inside so it's not sticking out when you're not using it. I'm going to use 1/4 inch wide plywood or 1/4 inch thick because that's what I have. And I'm also going to reinforce it with 2x4s, probably in the corners and the side and stuff like that. Again, because that's what I have instead of spending 50 or 60 bucks on 3/4 inch plywood. I've got a bunch of 1/4 inch scraps and a bunch of 2x4 scraps from building my shed. And so I'm just going to kind of make best with what I got there. Kind of these are just the random dimensions I took. So I'll get started. I'm going to do my 2 side panels first. They're going to be 13 inches wide by about 30.5 inches tall. Okay, here's my 2 30.5 by 13. See, there's 2 pieces here. I use the table saw and my skill saw to do that. So next I'll do the top. So it's going to match the 13 for that. And I'm going to make this about 24 inches wide. So it'd be a little bit wider than the base of my TV stand, which is 20 inches. And it gives me plenty of space to put the pedals and everything. So yeah, so I do the top 24 inches wide. And yeah, about 13 inches deep. All right, now I'll do the bottom. So again, it's going to be about 24 inches wide. And I'm going to have it be about 25 inches long. So I want it to extend out past the front of the cabinet, just to give it some stability. Again, it's going to be up against a wall, but so it doesn't want to topple over towards you. I'm going to have the bottom extend out, you know, about 12 inches past this. So I'll make that 25 inches by 24 inches. So for this cut, this is going to be 24 inches from this end to here. So this is my cut line. What I also did is I clamped down my straight edge 3.5 inches to the right of my cut line. And that corresponds to the distance of my saw blade to the inside edge of the fence here. And so basically, by taking that measurement and transferring it here, now I can just let my saw ride along the side of this straight edge. And I'll make sure I have a really good straight cut right there. All right, so this is what the box looks like. I'm using these little corner clamps in the back to just to visualize it. You can see the 1/4 inch ply is pretty cheap. It bounces around a lot. So I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add some 2x4 supports, or maybe I'll cut 2x4s in half and do like 1.5 by 1.5 here in the corners, each corner to stiffen it up. Maybe one across the top here to stiffen the top up. And then after I do that, then I'll measure what the cutout is on the back so that the back can sit inside of the box, just to kind of stiffen it all up. So I'm gonna take some scrap 2x4s. What I did is I just ran kind of a 1/8 of an inch off this side, then I flipped it over, cut 1/8 of an inch off that side. So I've got nice square edges on my 2x4s. Now I'm gonna run it and just split it down the middle. This one ended up being 3 inches wide. So I'm gonna set it at 1.5 inch and split in the middle. So I'll have 2, you know, pretty square pieces of 2x4 to use as braces for my cabinet. Now I'm left with nice 1.5 by 1.5 square block that I can cut to length to fit right there. And then I can glue and drive screws through here into this, into the bottom into this. And that'll be a nice solid corner joint. Again, this is just because I'm using this thin 1/4 inch. If I was using 3/4 inch ply, probably wouldn't have to do any of this. All right, so I've got glue down on the side and the bottom of this piece. I've got this scrap piece that I'm using on the back to just kind of see where the back piece is going to sit, so I know where to position it. Once I got it in place, I clamp the front, I'm gonna clamp the back, And I'm gonna drill a couple of holes here, put some screws in, and then I'll do the same on the bottom. There's that. You can see where I drilled and countersunk this one, but it stripped out for some reason. There's a hole behind here, so I did another one here. But there's two, so now I'll do the same on the bottom. Okay, so there's that for the two bottoms. Again, this is the back surface. So those are in good. They're sturdy. So now I'll do the same thing for the top. Do these similar blocks here at the top, and then I'll put the top on. Then I'll cut a piece to slide into the back, stiffen it all up. So next I cut this 2x4 to fit in between here, and I want it to attach to the top here to stiffen the top piece up. And so I'll probably put it here at the back. I don't know, I'll probably put it in the middle actually. Put some glue on the top and just run some screws through the top to just stiffen up that top piece. Okay, here's a piece that I fit to cut to fit inside of here. It was just a tiny bit wide on the side, and so I used my Ryobi planer I got, battery powered, and put a link to that in the bottom. That I could run it down the side just to take off, you know, 1/64 of an inch a couple of times just to get it to perfectly fit. I just started using that tool. It's awesome, highly recommend it. And now this thing fits perfectly in here like a glove. And so I'm going to glue it and screw it here in the corners into those 2x4s, and then that will be the back of it. All right, so all I've got left now is I want to do this little piece of 3/4 inch plywood that slides kind of like a drawer. It's captured above and below by two strips of 2x4, kind of like these probably. So I have one here, then a gap, and then another one, and the 3/4 inch 2x4 or plywood will slide in and kind of lock in place, and that'll stick out some, and that's what I can clamp the steering wheel to. So I think I'm going to, I don't know what I'll do next, but that's what I'm going to work on in total. So if I had a piece of plywood that was 24 inches wide by 18 inches deep, what I was originally going to do was keep it wide, the part that slides into the cabinet, and then I was going to have it come out skinny, just where the steering wheel is going to bite onto. But I don't have a piece 18 by 24. I've got this piece that's, you know, very wide, so at least 24 inches wide, but it's only about 14 and a half. So I'll either keep it 14 and a half, or what I might do is cut one wide and then cut another piece that screws onto the top of this and comes out. So I'll do just the 14 inch deep first and see if that sticks out enough to grab the wheel. Okay, so here's how it's supposed to work. So imagine these are up here. So I'm gonna put those against the wall. Again, these are gonna be up high, and this is gonna slide in, and it's gonna be captured on top. All right, sorry I ran out of memory on that last video, but anyways, these go on top, and it's gonna capture the top, and I just kind of notch these. So again, these are gonna be glued to the side, and so this board's gonna slide in and out. These are gonna stay in place, and so this will kind of help slide it in place. You can see here I want the bottom of this board to be about 26 inches from the floor. So I measured from the bottom up here, and I drew two lines 26 inches. And so I'm going to take my bottom pieces and make sure that the tops of them line up with those two lines. I'll glue and screw, and that's what the 3/4 inch plywood is going to sit on. Did that on this side too. All right, there's the bottom ledges in place. So then I'll take my drawer, push it in like that, and then I'm gonna take my top pieces, put them there, and there, and then I'll glue again the insides of these and screw them to the wall. And then once those are in place, I should be able to slide this in and out, and I'll clamp the steering wheel onto this. Okay, so I did this one first, and I just had it sitting directly on the wood. was a little too tight. It was really hard to get this in and out. So I unscrewed it and added 5 sheets of paper onto this and then screwed this on, just sitting on top, and it fits pretty good now. So I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. I've got 5 sheets of paper. I'm gonna use that as my clearance. So I'll put this on top with the 5 sheets of paper gap. Now to make it to where I can still pull this in and out without fighting it too hard. So I'm gonna glue this and screw this. Okay, and with that I'm done. So you can see this is just meant to go in like that, slide it in. Steering wheel clamps on it here. I'm worried about this clearance here, so I might end up having to figure out a different version of this 3/4 inch 2x4. Maybe I'll cut a strip and screw it to the bottom here that protrudes more. I don't know, but I'm gonna take it inside and put the steering wheel on and the TV on and see what it looks like. Okay, so here's the setup inside. You know, TV on, steering wheel mounted, pedals down. I went ahead and drilled a hole through the bottom so I could put 1 screw to attach the pedals, and when I'm ready to finally install it, I'll put 2 screws in the pedals through the bottom to keep those fixed, but it's pretty good for now. Biggest regret is, you know, this is, I guess, proof of concept. Definitely would have preferred to use 3/4 inch thick plywood because it's, I don't know if you can tell, but it wobbles some when you're yanking on the steering wheel and stuff. You see that? You see the TV bouncing around? So it'd be nice if it was a little bit stiffer. I might still go back and do some diagonal 2x4 braces like there on the other side, maybe one across the back just to stiffen it up some more. But besides that, it's, you know, I think it's good. I think the only other thing I might add is maybe cut a hole, drill a hole somewhere in the side for all these wires to go through. But this is nice, the sliding thing. Once you sit down and get situated, you can pull this out pretty far and get the steering wheel tucked up closer to you. So that's kind of a nice benefit there, that sliding drawer. And yeah, so I think it's good. Okay, so I've got it laying on its back. I am gonna add a couple of braces from the sides going like that. So first thing I'll do is do kind of a rough measurement to rough cut my 2x4. That's about 26 inches. So I'll cut a piece to like, I don't know, 26 and a half. Now I got my piece kind of rough cut to size. I'm just gonna lay it in there like that. And I can trace my angles just on the back of it. So I'll do that with a pencil and cut it. Went over to my saw, I cut one of them. So now I can line that up there. Now I can draw another perfect line for that one to drop in on the back. All right, so there it is. I ended up adding a screw here, and then one from the bottom up underneath into the end of this to stiffen that up, both sides. And I also ended up adding these 2 screws on the outside here to go through and tie into this piece. And with all that, it's very rigid now. So only thing left to do is I'm gonna drill another hole for the pedal mounting. So I can have 2 holes because now it's pivoting on this one. And I'm gonna cut a hole right here where I can pass like power cables and stuff. And then I'm just gonna sand and paint and I'll be done. Okay, so here's the box with 1 coat of paint. I'm using this Home Depot Glidden Premium Satin Pure White, base 1. So first coat, I did a sanding on everything first, real quick with a palm sander, then did 1 coat of paint. I'm gonna let this dry, and then I'm gonna come back and sand it again with a finer sandpaper just to get kind of the fuzzies off, and then do 1 more coat, and I think that'll be enough. I don't know if I'll do another coat on the inside. I'll definitely do another coat on the outside. I'll probably be selective of what I do second coats on the inside, but yeah, I'll do another picture after that.